Hey everybody, welcome back to Super Mario Galaxy. I'm your host, the Reasonable Gamer, and we're gonna go to Mario's head. Yeah. Alright, so we have some more business to do in the fountain. And I'm just gonna do a series of long jumps to get there once again. And I believe we said we were going back to Battle Rock, so that's where we're going. Yay! Okay, I'm going to turn my volume down because it's ringing in my ears a bit. Okay, there we go. Alright. Battle Rock Galaxy. There we go. Alright, whoops, sorry. I didn't mean to bump the microphone. Okay, where are we at here? This star. Notice there's 4 of them showing. This was the secret star that appeared in the question mark. If you find a secret star, they appear down here. If you find other stars or whatever, they appear down there. But we're going to Top Maniac and the Topman tribe of topness with tops. Yep. There's a top on the top with things rising up and down. Kind of look like tops. And we're back to Battle Rock Galaxy, and I know this looks very familiar, but I don't remember if I mentioned this before, but it's kind of like Mario Sunshine. Every time you go to a different star, a different shrine in that game, but a different star, it's the same galaxy per se, but the scenery changes just a little bit. So, you know, even though I've been to Battle Rock Galaxy, ouch, how many times? Because this is a different star, things are a little bit different. See, these pool stars weren't here. This thing wasn't here. I mean, what's going on, right? Oh, he's gonna zap me. Oh, he's gonna zaps me. Okay, and remember, if you're having problems here, you can always just do that, and that makes this part a lot easier. Okay, so back to the launch star. And look, we're already through the end. No, I'm just joking. This is that top part, whatever, piece thing. And before you do what you need to do, I suggest going right up here and picking up this mushroom. Because these mushrooms are just so awesome. Look at 6 hits instead of 3. Why would you do it any other way? I didn't explain that good, but basically those top guys, you bump into an electrical field and they blow up. This guy is excited about freedom. He offers a shortcut, which again is the way to go, and then transforms into a star where he can never move again. Sounds like a good plan, right? Alright, so here, I didn't mention these guys. These were the Super Mario 3 guys. You just shoot them with one of these, and then you can jump on them. And I think you always get a coin, so that's cool. The spin will break blocks. I think you can also ground pound. Yep. And that's the way to go. This part is cool. Alright. Yeah, the physics blah 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 screws everything, but this is cool. The arrows point to the direction in which gravity is pulling you. If you flip the switch, it reverses the direction in which gravity pulls you. Sure, this isn't realistic. And yeah, I could point that out, but I think everybody knows that. Gravity doesn't just change on the flip of a switch. But, this is cool. This is really cool. And I don't mean to, like, criticize the game that much when I point those things out. I just thought, you know, some people didn't know that, you know, and it might be an interesting thing to say, hey, this isn't really how gravity works, by the way. So that's why I point it out. I really do love this game. I love all the cool mechanics of the game. Sure, it breaks physics here and there, but the game is still pretty awesome. So, okay. So when you get this, don't bother going around the wheel. Always use your pointer. Yeah. Okay. And get a free one up for just being there. That's cool. And then you flip gravity back up this way, and now Mario's on the ceiling. How cool is this, right? How cool. Whatever, you naysayers, this is cool. Okay. My recommendation here, try not to jump. If you have to jump, maybe long jump. But jumping up here, you'll jump into this part, and you'll fall back down, and it's not fun. Alright, same thing here. Remember what I said. Try not to jump unless it's a long jump. Ah, well, I screwed up my own plans here. Alright, what I meant to do is go up here first, which is safe to jump, and then long jump across. Okay, and then we go down here, up here. I don't know what you would say. I did mention how up and down are relative, right? So technically, I can say we fall down the hole, and it would still be accurate from Mario's point of view. But it's not very accurate from what we're used to, so... And then we fall down here. Or up. Oh. You guys know what's going on. I'm sure I don't have to tell you. And then if you're blind, then I have to question why you're watching this video. But, you know, if you do like my voice, then great. I'm glad you do find enjoyment in that, but I don't know. That's always fascinating, you know, blind people. I always wondered how many things that I do that I have to use my eyes for that blind people find a way to do too. And when I was going through college, one of the students in my computer class was blind. And I was thinking, wow, how do you even, you know, how do you do anything on the computer without your eyes? And it was fascinating because what happens is they have software. I guess it leads you to what your mouse is pointing at or what keys you're pressing or what the screen says somehow. So he has like an audible version of the computer. And he could do just about anything I could on the computer. Probably not play any, you know, first-person shooter games or what. Maybe. I mean, I don't know. It was impressive to see him taking the computer class blind. But yeah, it's just amazing what some people can do out there. So, you know, if you are blind and watching this, I don't mean to offend you. And matter of fact, I'm actually pretty impressed, bewildered. Yeah. Anyway, so this guy, what I normally would do is recommend. He sells stuff. Let me back up. He sells stuff. I recommend buying it. It's either the Power Mushroom or the 1-Up. If you don't have the Power Mushroom, I always recommend getting the Power Mushroom. However, I have one. So, the 1-Up. This happens automatically. And he decides to transform. Couldn't just hand me one of the things he had in his hand. No. He had to transform. Oh well. And then I guess I shove him in my pocket and off I go. Where the rest of the stars are, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. Okay, this must be Tap Mania. I don't remember what this guy is called. Mr. Top. We'll call him Mr. Top. So basically, you jump on his head, you avoid the little wee guys, and then you spin into this thing so he hits the electrical thing. If these guys bother you so much because they're really driving me nuts, I think just a single spin will take them out. There we go. And then again, bounce them into there. And these guys keep bouncing into me. It's so annoying. Stop doing it. Alright. So once you have a good path, just run into them. Oof. Oof. Oh, come on. Alright, I'm not going to get him that time. I'll just wait until he undoes his thing. Get rid of his little henchman. Jump on his head. Ah, come on, come on. There we go. There it is. There's our star. Okay. If you had any trouble during that fight, practice more. No, I'm just playing. But these gold pieces, if you shoot them with the star bit, there's a coin. Okay? Seriously, though, you should practice more because eventually you'll have to do it again and it gets harder. So, that's all I'm going to say about that. Let's get our star and let's get out of here. Okay. So that's 22 stars? And yes, I'm still sticking with 1 star an episode. And yes, if the episodes are short, I will upload another video. So, it's just to keep structure within the videos. Not because I think 1 star is enough for each video, it's just if somebody's looking for a particular level, it's easier to find. Yeah. Okay, so that's all for this one. See you later. I have been your host, Reasonable Gamer. Bye.